Hello everyone, welcome back. Please comment, subscribe, folks, comment, subscribe, like the videos. Also share the videos. I want to thank everyone that does like, watch, and share my videos. You folks are the absolute best. Listen folks, there's a link tree down below. Has links to all of my social media platforms. Please go down there, follow me across all my social media platforms, or talk to me because I talk back. Also down there as well as links to all of my YouTube pages. Please go down there, subscribe to all my YouTube pages, and turn on your notifications so when I post content, you folks will be in the know. Listen, folks, Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern, Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern, we'll be sitting down. I'll be doing a live radio show right here on this channel. I take live callers. Call in. We got a lot to talk about. Oh, boy, do we ever. Call in. I take live callers. I love going back and forth with you folks about this football team. So with that said and done and put to the side, I've come to talk to you folks today about Ezekiel Elliott possibly becoming a New York Jet. Whoa. Man, things are just, they're just happening so fast. We're going to be talking about Ezekiel Elliott possibly becoming a Jet. There's a lot of rumors swirling out there, and there's also some players on the team that have made it very clear that they're not interested in Ezekiel Elliott becoming a Jet. Old Zeke, huh? So let's get into it. So now, out of nowhere, we get this report, right? That comes about, boom. And it says that, former Dallas Cowboy running back, we all know, Ezekiel Elliott, has narrowed down the teams that he's looking to play for next season, okay? He's narrowed down these teams. Now, the teams that are listed are the Eagles, okay, the Bengals, all right, and the Jets. Immediately, I thought to myself, huh? The Jets, we got a pretty full backfield here. What's going on here, right? And it went on to say as well that he would like to make his decision by the end of the week. So it starts to make you wonder, like, okay, if he's put these names of these teams out there, then that must mean, right, that these teams have been interested in him and they're looking to bring him in, right? Joe Douglas or somebody must have gave him some type of inkling, unless he's just saying things, and we've seen that in the past where people have just said things to try to drive up their prices or drive up interest, just throwing the Jets name out there. But why would you just pick the Jets, right? Now, keep in mind, in 2019, Elliott did sign a 6-year extension with the Cowboys. And, everything was good. He got $50 million guaranteed. Things were looking good. But these past 3 seasons for Ezekiel Elliott took a turn. All right, he only had over 1,000 yards in one of those seasons. And when you look at the situation man, the Cowboys said, hey, we're going to cut our losses. We're going to release him. They franchised Tony Pollard. They're moving forward with him. And Tony Pollard has been playing very well there. Really like what he's been doing there, running back for them. So when you look at Ezekiel Elliott, right, he's also dealt with a host of injuries. He's been trying to run through them. And now, again, he's trying to find his team. And for whatever reason, the New York Jets are on the list, even though we have a lot of people in the backfield. Here's my personal opinion about Ezekiel Elliott. I think that he, can be productive, but I do not want to see Ezekiel Elliott be a New York Jet. I am not interested. I'm not interested. When you watch Zeke, and I watch Zeke, he doesn't have any burst. And there were times in Dallas that I watched him and he looked overweight and he looked like he just didn't have it anymore, okay? Again, he's dealt with injuries. He had a PCL injury in 2021, MCL injury in 2022. Like, man, this guy, he don't go nowhere. He ain't got no burst. He ain't got it. He can't break big runs like he used to back in the day, when he was really ripping and running this league. So I'm not interested. And again, when you look at our backfield already, we just re-signed Ty Johnson to a 1-year deal, so he's coming back. So you look at the situation, we have Bam Knight, who showed a lot of talent last season. He's a guy that needs to get the ball in his hands even more. Some of the things he was able to do last season within the running game. You got Michael Carter, and we'll get into Michael Carter in a second, but you got Michael Carter, who has shown as well that in this, myriad of backs that he can really put some things together as well. He's a great guy coming out the backfield. He can catch the football. You hand the ball to him. He can find spots as well. Didn't have the best season last season, but he's a guy that we've seen show a lot of promise and flashes and put some things together. And I think with Nathaniel Hackett here and the way things are moving and shaking along our offensive side of the football, man, we keep bulking up this offensive line. I think Michael Carter can really get things churning and burning this season. Again, we got Ty Johnson, who we saw them. He was able to have some spots here and there last season to really make his mark as well. And then you got Breece Hall, who's coming off that ACL injury. Can't wait to get that kid back. He looked like he was going to be the offensive rookie of the year before he went down with that knee injury. And our offense, honestly, was running directly through him. He was running a rock and scoring TDs, okay, and breaking off big runs and putting the New York Jets in great situations offensively. So when you look at that, right, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 backs right there. You're going to add Ezekiel Elliott. You got 5 running backs on the damn roster. How many running backs do you need? How many backs do you need, dog? And so I'm not interested in Zeke. I'd rather us get younger, especially, at running back. I'd rather us bring in a young guy. If it's that much, I'd like to see us draft a guy, bring him in, maybe in the later rounds if running back is that big of a deal. But I really don't think it's that big of a deal. And again, we just brought back Ty Johnson. So I want us to stay away from Zeke. Comment down below, tell me your thoughts on this situation. But I tell you what, there's players on the New York Jets that do not want to see him either. All right. Now, when all the hubbub started going on around Ezekiel Elliott, and a lot of people were like talking about it and the reports were flashing and everything, Breece Hall tweeted out, this is on his social media, he tweets out, "We good over here." And then he added Michael Carter and he said, "How about you?" Right? So he's asking Michael Carter, "How about you?" Now, Breece Hall is basically responding to these rumors of Ezekiel Elliott possibly being a Jet, and he's basically saying, "Look, I'm good over here, player. We good. We got enough backs. I'm the running back here. I'm the bell cow guy. I handle business over here. Got my boy Michael Carter. We got other guys too. We good over here." You know what I'm saying? And then he threw it to Michael Carter like, "Hey, what's your thoughts?" And Michael Carter agreed with that. Now again, those tweets have now been deleted. Okay, but your boy. We keep receipts. Okay, and those were captured. And he did say those things. So now Michael Carter did say other things as well. Kind of went off on a tangent. Don't know if that was necessarily linked to Ezekiel Elliott, but he also started to talk about Elijah Moore and how he respected Elijah Moore for standing, 10 toes down. And, the whole story hasn't been out there, but it's not really anyone's business outside of the team or the facility. So he started to say other things as well. That kind of got a little bit off the rails, right? But it just seems like, the backs that are here, the guys that, the lead backs, Breece Hall, Michael Carter, they don't want him either. So I don't know what's going to happen going forward, but I don't want to have nothing to do with Ezekiel Elliott. I don't want him brought in here. So comment down below. Let me know what you folks think. How do you folks feel about this situation? Do you want to see Zeke become a New York Jet? What are your thoughts about the situation there? What are your thoughts about Breece Hall, Michael Carter, saying, "Hey, we good"? Give me your thoughts about that. Comment down below. Let me know what you folks think. You folks have a good one. Peace.